Ready. Stream is live. Oh my gosh, we're going live.
We are live. Hang on a second. StreamYard needs to fix this. Here we go. I'm like,
we're here.
Look close to my friends, the Rat Pack.
I'm not as thick as you drunk I am, Ossifer.
Here's to you guys.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. It's Are You Shitting Me? TMI, the podcast. I'm Ron here from Las Vegas, Nevada. And as always, I have with me... Oh, Armadillo.
Armadillo.
You want to tickle my ass with a feather? Yeah, we're having particularly nice weather. So...
The hell did you just say?
It's the old story when you ask the old guy that can't hear, and you say we're having particularly nice weather. What? You want to tickle my ass with a feather? Yeah, long story. Letting the river flow is I tell you what, man, it's just been one of those weeks. I posted a preview, and I just said I've been kind of digging the little tidbits of stuff you've been sending me lately.
I should save those pictures, and I'm sorry I don't, but I really ought to.
Dude, that's what I said. Save those, post them up here, because, again, I don't know if it was you that sent it to me or one I saw, but it was the little straw with the fucking plastic balloon.
Yeah.
Really big. Remember those things? Mike and I are talking backstage, and he goes, "Yeah, we were huffing back in the day and didn't know it was cool."
Well, it's funny because as soon as you were talking about it, I thought I could smell that shit.
Amen.
You can taste it.
Absolutely.
It came in had like a swizzle stick and a tube of goop you would put on the end of it. Then you'd blow.
Look like an oversized super glue package would look like.
And you can get some that would be like psychedelic or whatever it was, and that was just some effective marketing person taking advantage of stupid ass little kids. Mom, Dad, can I have this stuff?
It was somebody LSD selling us toys.
Right. So, let me get up here to comments just in case. But it's funny because when you were talking about that, I had just seen a couple of images as I was getting ready to come in here, and one was an old cap gun with you can still see the roll of caps in it, and somebody had written, "I can still smell this picture."
Yeah, it was the one. There was one where it has the roll of caps, and he goes, if you didn't have a great childhood, if you didn't have these, he goes, and after the first 5 or 6 shots, you just took a hammer to the whole fucking pack.
Yeah, right, dude. Right. Take those caps out of there, put them on the fucking sidewalk, start smacking them with a hammer, and causing a little explosion.
So I'm going to tell you a story, Mike. I can guarantee you don't remember. When we were kids, growing up on Debonair Circle, Mom and Dad had left to go do whatever, and you and I were home, and Mom and Dad had told you, make sure Ron takes a nap. So I'm in the bedroom upstairs taking a nap, and you're in the living room upstairs. And I remember coming out. I'm like, Mike, I don't want to take a nap. I'm not tired. And if you let me stay up, I'll give you my whole box of caps that Mom and Dad just bought me. And you just looked at me like, just keep the caps. Just come sit out here. But
really?
Oh yeah, I remember that show. I'm just like, I was like, man, how cool.
Well, we were buddies first and foremost, but
yeah,
I know what I was thinking. I must have been stoned at the time because I.
Yeah, right.
How would I not take your caps?
Can I smell the caps?
Yeah, can I huff them? I was telling somebody else, and again, I wish I can remember my conversations during the week, but I think they were asking about the new book. And in there, I was talking about how I liked to build models when I was a kid. I couldn't afford to buy them, but I would go to a little hobby store, and I would get, back in our day, testers was everything. It was testers paint, testers glue, testers paintbrushes. Well, you can buy. A kid of 8, 9, 10 years old could buy a tube of model cement and never be questioned about it. We didn't. So I in the book I wrote clearly we had not discovered the other uses of flame glue until later on, because later on it was speaking of huffing, they're huffing that. God, I remember one time. I don't know why this suddenly comes to me. We were living in Stratton Meadows. You wouldn't remember this, but when we lived in Stratton Meadows, there was somebody lived up the street that was huffing. You'll have to look this up. Right Guard body deodorant spray.
The hell was it made out of back then?
So they were, but this is before Roland. Back in the day, everything was aerosol. We were fucking up the ozone layer. We're killing the ozone. And but the story was the guy was in his car huffing Right Guard, and it first killed him.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep. So it not only killed odors, but it
but it killed him too.
It killed him. So yeah, we were listen, kids, be careful what you choose to huff.
Well, hell, you can't even go to Home Depot and buy a can of spray paint now without having to get 3 people to come unlock it for you.
Nope. And I'd never, Ronnie, it wasn't until Carolyn and I moved to Jacksonville, Florida, that I was first exposed to huffing paint. We were walking into a Winn-Dixie one day, and somebody was sitting out in front of Winn-Dixie with a paper bag and had silver paint all around their face. And I thought, what the hell? And I think they were, like begging for money, and I pass, Homer.
Or mercy.
Somebody had to explain to me what this person was doing, and they were spraying the silver paint into the bag, and then yeah.
Well, it's the same thing with the
what are you doing there, bro?
It's like the whipped cream in the cans, the same thing.
Well, whippets.
Yeah,
and those are called whippets.
Yeah. From what I hear. Yeah.
Whatever you did, I told you did the plastic bag huff like you knew to.
From what my friends tell me.
I had to Google it.
Yeah, GTS, baby, GTS. But right. No, I was telling Mike backstage again. He sends me these things during the week, and I even asked Mike to save the pictures. I could save them myself too. But there was one that I saw that just made me laugh because it just brings me back to dumb shit we used to do. But it was a kid on a. Do you remember the banana seat bicycles?
Yeah.
So there's this kid on a banana seat bicycle coming down a hill. He's got 1 foot on the banana seat, 1 foot on the center bar, and he's surfing this bike down this hill. And I'm like, and man, it literally took me back to Debonair Hill. I mean that.
Oh my God!
We've said it before, but that hill should have killed at least 2 or 3 of us at least.
I'm telling you, people. I know they probably get tired of hearing about the Debonair gang, but you had to have lived on that street, especially our side, to understand what we mean, what Ronnie and I mean when we say people should have died doing some of the shit we did, because and what didn't kill us sure as hell taught us a lesson.
Oh man, well, we got the scars to prove that.
Poor Chandler, when he ripped off his fingernails, and we had just moments before told him, look, man, keep your fingers away, because he was like butt surfing on a skateboard. And one of us had told him, man, keep your fingers away from those front wheels. And, he wasn't allowed to play with us anyway. So this is the one
smart dad.
This is the one time that Ralph let him come out. Ralph was a cop. So we're instructing this poor kid. And it wasn't, he wasn't down that hill for 10 seconds. And you hear these blood-curdling screams. And we know what that one is. And you could tell he pulled his hand up and blood's pouring out of his fingernails. He ripped off his damn fingernails. Well, you don't put your hands there. We told you.
Yeah. What are you, dumb or just don't listen? Huh? Huh?
What are you, dumb or stupid?
Because you can fix stupid. Oh, wait, no, you can't. Never mind.
My God. We got some people hopping on. As you can tell, we're just going to let the river flow, see where it takes us. So you let us know what you want to talk about. If you're from the Debonair gang, let us know. If not, let us know what it was like. Because again, as Ronnie and I say every week, and I think there's great value in it, Ron. And sometimes you put it so eloquently, and that is, we don't want the things we just described to you. We don't want those to get lost because we're leaving. We're dying off. We're trying to do everything we can to make sure that childhoods like ours get preserved, and
Sure.
And people can talk about it. And what I really, really hope is some people are watching and listening to this, and I literally hope they're going, you guys are full of shit.
Yeah, there's no way that happened.
There's no way that
fingernails off.
Yeah, so that's what I hope, and then I hope that they do a little research and find out. Oh my God, these guys were telling the truth. They really did this shit.
It was nice having my friend Michelle on last week.
I thought Michelle was awesome.
She kind of gave us a little perspective on, growing up in Detroit, Michigan. Because, like I've always said, we've talked about in the past, it's all geographically based. If you grew up in sunny California, or the depths of winter in Colorado, or in, you ask Matt when he grew up in Fargo, North Dakota, or where the hell that was. Yeah. And again, Mike, I was going to bring that up, Matt, but I didn't think you wanted me to talk about it again. But yeah, they just don't fucking listen. Don't put your hands down, and don't put your feet down.
Don't put your feet down. But you know what? On those damn things, it was hard not to. Do you think Steve and I didn't do that? Yeah, we did it. Come
on, man. We had a 3-part episode about those damn things.
we can dedicate lots of time to the stupid Ducksters.
Oh man. Yeah, it was I remember when they were building that church across the street off of was it Sleepy Hollow?
No, it was off of Oro Blanco. Yeah,
Oro Blanco. Thank you. Yeah. When they were just building that, dude, we took that as an opportunity to use every mound of dirt to jump over, every piece of wood to jump over, and yeah, there was some good story. Even taking the BMX bicycles over there and just coming down that hill where the apartments are at the top there, just come flying down those hills and find whatever mound of dirt you can find and pray to God you landed on the other two wheels.
So what you're telling me, little brother, is you guys were taking our Ducksters, which were Kawasaki 3-wheelers.
Wasn't me.
Taking them across the street and playing with them?
It was the one-armed man.
The reason why I'm confirming this is because Steve and I did the same fucking thing. And it's funny because I hope Steve watches this. We were out there and it just snowed, and they're building this church, right? And there was still some ice, but it was patchy ice. It was ice and pavement. So
that sounds like fun.
Steve is down there doing donuts, right? And you can hear him. To know Steve is to know he's like 6'7", and so he's down there going, "Woohoo, Mikey, check me out!" And he hit a patch of pavement, and that thing launched. So Steve goes flying, right? And then the stupid 3-wheeler is going off in another direction.
Big bird.
So Steve gets up, and to this day, this is one of my funny go-tos. To this day, I can see him getting up and going, "Hey, Mikey, do you see that? That damn Bronc threw me." He is yelling. That poor little church took a little extra to build because somebody may or may not have experienced with, I don't know, dirt clods and rocks, and how far away they could stand and still hit the glass windows.
Yeah. Yeah. Statute of limitations. Yeah. Good story.
Well, yeah, it's. I don't even know if that church is still around.
Yeah. I haven't been in that neighborhood in 10 years.
Yeah, it's. Well, I've been up there more recently than that.
Matt, do you ever drive by the old neighborhood, the old stomping grounds?
Or anybody
else that's on? Bueller. Another one. Look it up. It's funny. Trust me.
That one I'm on board with.
That my other favorite one is My other favorite one is it's still there. My other favorite one is Weekend at Bernie's when he's on the water skis and all of a sudden you're
Serpentine.
He's hitting all the fucking buoys.
Come on, Larry. Serpentine.
Oh my god, that's a great movie.
It's
one of those. It's just one of those dumb movies. It's funny.
Well, there's one we can talk about real quick though, since you took us there. So there's a vicious good rumor going around that they're going to remake a couple of movies. One is Tombstone.
Really?
Yeah, and it's got Matthew McConaughey. The other one is, God, I'm trying to remember what it is because I know we just talked about it last week.
Back to the Future?
No, it wasn't Back to the Future. Oh, no, it's The Naked Gun.
Oh, really? Get out of here.
That had Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen. Oh, my God. He was the best.
Priscilla Presley. Okay, check this out, though. These are the people that are going to fill the Frank Drebin. And what was Priscilla's role? Jane something.
Yeah, I just remember Leslie Nielsen. Jane,
and
I'm talking to you, Jane.
Well, check out who's going to play Drebin. Liam Neeson.
Get out of here.
No, see, and now I had the same thought. Is on my show last week, I brought this up, and I thought, look, there are some movies you just don't need to screw with. And for me, as a purist, I will not go see, even with McConaughey in it, yeah. I will not go see Tombstone.
I'm not a fan of McConaughey, and I won't see Tombstone just because, I'm stuck with the, I'm your Huckleberry. Val Kilmer,
right.
In that movie.
You can't outdo Russell and Val Kilmer.
No.
Okay, so that brings you to The Naked Gun. And again,
that's a tough one.
The Naked Gun is, I'm a purist. And so last week I said, there's just no way. And so the guy that was running the board for me, he says, well, wait a minute. If somebody gave you tickets, would you go see it? I said, no. Okay, well, what if somebody went to see it and called you and said, look, I know how you feel, but the movie is phenomenal. I don't know that I could. So we had a listener call us last week and said, you need to go, and this is funny, go look up Liam Neeson comedy. And you'll find one of the first things he's doing like a sit-in call, like he's meeting with the Coen brothers or whoever it is.
Yeah.
And he says, and he's doing his best, like Taken voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a certain set of skills. I will find you.
I want to move into comedy. I think I do funny. I think I'm funny. And he's just being very straight about it. And he starts doing knock jokes. And they're fucking hilarious. And I just thought there's no way I would have ever thought Liam Neeson.
Right, I gotta write this down.
I'm going to give Liam Neeson the benefit of the doubt. Now I'm curious.
Do you remember? Of course, you remember as a kid watching the A-Team, right?
Yeah.
So when they remade the movie, who played their leader was Liam Neeson. And when I first saw
Hard played.
Yeah. And so when I first heard about that, I'm like, but it was actually wasn't a half bad movie. You had who's the pretty boy that played Face, Bradley Cooper, and then you had the UFC fighter playing Mr. T's part, and
right.
But it wasn't half bad put together. But you have to understand when Liam Neeson talks in his natural voice, he doesn't sound like you and I.
Oh no, so, where's he from? Ireland or something?
I think so. Yeah. So you're a fucking dog.
Yeah.
It's like, but when he plays in the movies, he's very much like us. But he was on a talk show one night, and somebody in the audience was like, "Hey, my name's Philip. Can you do the Taken but use my name?" And so they zoomed the light down right onto him. He goes, "Philip, I have a certain set of skills that if you don't return my daughter, I will find you. I will hurt you. And I will kill you." But that's what he's known for. Is that whole thing. So to see him in a comedy, I'd have to be sold on that.
Well, see, and here's the thing, though, is I'm telling you, Ron, you have to remember Leslie Nielsen before he did.
Is a classical theatrical.
Well, he did a lot of westerns.
Yeah,
and he played.
He's also a class. He does classic theater.
Yeah, I think he was in Gone with the Wind or something. So
but he's fucking hilarious. He's kind of like Bob Newhart funny.
Well, that's just it. So when I read this story, I thought, there's no fucking way. You can't see Liam Neeson because
right. There's no fucking way.
No fucking way. But yeah, you need to look up, man. Look up Liam Neeson comedy.
I wrote it in my book. Yeah. Liam Neeson comedy.
Watch him do the, like he's sitting with a couple of directors, and you'll know who they are when you see him. And he starts to do a knock knock. No. Okay, who's there?
Speaking of comedy, or you're a TikToker, right? You watch TikTok?
Nah, I'm not a big TikToker. I mean, I see them. I'm just not a big one.
I am. It's my morning routine. I get up, make coffee, make lunch, make my wife some coffee, and I'll sit and watch TikTok for about 20-30 minutes. And there's these group of 3 guys, and they tell dumb dad jokes, stupid dad jokes.
Right.
And it is man, I just want to piss myself in the morning. I'm laughing so damn hard because it's dumb shit. Like they're in like a duck blind. There's 3 of them. They got all their can all on and everything. And he goes, "What's red and bad for your teeth? A brick." just dumb shit like that. He goes, what has more lives than a cat? A frog, because it croaks every day.
I think I've seen the dudes you're talking about. They are hilarious.
The dumbest shit in his.
They are, and I think it's the same dudes that will sit on. They're like at a boat dock or something.
Yes, same stuff.
Coffee, and they're trying to, thinking of their jokes. I think they're hilarious.
This morning, my wife asked me if I'd seen the dog bowl. I told her I didn't know he could bowl.
Oh God! Oh my Lord! You make me pick up to have coffee with him.
Hey man, I'm simple. I am simple, man.
I'm the TikTok rabbit hole.
He makes me wake up to coffee with him and then goes down the TikTok rabbit hole.
Well, but the problem with TikTok is, and I've said before, if you ever on say Facebook, all right, and you see reels.
Yeah,
reels are just TikTok.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
TikToks that end up on your reels, and I've been guilty. I mean, I can watch one, I think, okay, but then I'll watch 1 or 2, and I think this is kind of cool, and it hooks me for a moment. But here's the problem.
And then it's 2 hours later.
And then it's like a half hour, 45 minutes later, I'm going, what the hell? What just happened here?
I can't get off the toilet.
I can't. Either that or it's
hey, look at me, and you know what I'm fucking talking about.
Well, that's what I'm going. Either that or it's going to be fucking battery.
Honey, give me the charger.
Not now, battery. Damn it.
Oh shit. No pun intended.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But yeah, dude, I've done that so many times where I'll be sitting out in the kitchen, before I go wake Michelle up. I'm just like, I want to sit here for 10 minutes. Next thing is like 40 minutes later, I'm like, holy shit! It's like, where the hell did the time go?
The problem with them is it's a time meter. All right, did you see the one I just put up there?
Let's get all crunk up in this piece by watching.
Biatch!
Biatch!
Let's get all crunk up in this piece, YOLO! Biatch!
You only live once.
I thought it was funny, so we'll go back to this.
So I have to ask, just because I'm a huge boxing fan. Yeah, I know Mike, you are too, and I think we might have talked about it last week. But what's your take on this whole Mike Tyson Jake Paul thing coming up in July?
I look.
Don't tell me you don't have an opinion, because I know you do.
I do. I don't know Jake Paul. I know he's some sort of a social media star. That's where he got his start.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how to be a social media star And if it means getting my ass beat by Mike Tyson, for the right amount of money, I think I'd do it.
I'm in.
I think it's clearly promotional. It's financial. And at the end of the day, I truly believe Mike Tyson is going to kill this kid.
Well, Jake Paul has now called out Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal from, they're both MMA fighters.
Right. Well, I know.
Very well-renowned MMA fighters. I won't watch, but I hope you'll watch. Everybody's going to watch.
And I'm being dead serious. I have no interest in seeing this. None whatsoever.
Look, like I said before, I don't know if it was talking to you or whom, but in my opinion, it's a lose-lose for Jake Paul. If you win, you beat up a 57-year-old man. If you lose, you got beat up by a 57-year-old man.
No, I do because I do love MMA, and I still have a thing for the sweet science. And I've watched some of Tyson's training, and I'm telling you something, for a 57-year-old man, he is still scary as hell.
Well, they say, Mike, as well as I do, because you're into boxing just like I am, but your strength is the last thing to go. Your power is the last thing to go.
I still think I have a fight in me. I'm 62 years old, and I think
that's what I told Ron Jr. I'm like, look, dude, I've got like 30 seconds worth of fight left in me. I'm not wasting.
Perfect.
I'm saving that. That's in the glass case. Yeah, the just in case thing I got to break.
I'm kicking your ass for about 30 seconds. After that, we're done.
Yeah. After that, I'm tapping out. I was in Target one time and I saw this guy. I wish I had the picture still, but he had this shirt on. It says, I'm too old to fight, too fat to chase you. I'm just gonna shoot you.
Yeah, the bullet runs way faster than I do.
I was like, dude, that is me. That is so me, man. I was like, I was feisty back in the day, but I just don't have it in me anymore, man. I just my whole thing now, Mike, is yeah, you win.
Yeah, I'm kind of there.
You win.
I'm kind of in that boat. I still think, I still have that gray area where if you push me far enough, I think I'm going to punch you.
Well, the great thing about our age, Mike, is we do punch people. It's just because we're old and we can.
But then I remember, and I've told, and you're going to see a guy here in a second, because I spend a lot of time, not a lot of time, but I spend some time talking to this cat. But it's funny because now we both talk like we're just ancient old men. And
right.
I've told him, and it's Uncle Ken. He says, if it pays a lot, Carolyn would throw your ass in the ring.
Amen. Michelle would too.
I think she would. But it's Uncle Ken and I lately been talking about, just we're not aging very well. Uncle Ken, dude, I'm going to tell you something. Looks great. He's like 93 years old. No, he's not. Now I'm going to get something on this thing in a minute.
He's only 91.
It's going to read my ass. But he looks great. He's in shape. He's lost a bunch of weight. I wish the hell I could do it. But we were talking or texting the other day, and I told him, I said, Uncle Ken, I feel like a 40-year-old stuck in a 62-year-old body. But at least I'm honest enough. I say I feel like I'm 40 and not like 20 or 30.
Yeah.
So when I tell you, I think I still have a fight in me. You nailed it, dude. Yeah, that fight's got to be like 20 seconds. Because after that, I'm pretty sure it's nap time.
Yeah.
Or I got to go take a piss. I'm at that age.
That'd be me. Wait, hold on. Time out.
Okay, hang on a second.
Okay. I have to go drain the dragon.
Oh my Lord! Hey, here's your wife. You never say
to me you win. Oh, sweetheart, you always win. There's no fighting you.
You know how to roll. That's the way to do that one.
Counting 78 and counting, by the way.
Look at it. What the hell is this?
It won't be on your phone.
Poor Uncle Ken.
Uncle Ken, I told him not to say it.
Poor Uncle Ken doesn't even know who he's talking to. I'll have to send him a text. It's time to go to bed.
Yeah, right. warm milk. I'm out of here.
That's right. I trouble you for a glass of warm milk.
Yeah. You can bother you for a glass and shut the hell up, Grandma.
There you go.
You just pulled landscaping duty.
My world. My world, Grandma.
Read the name tag. Mister.
Oh,
Get me
God.
out of here.
See, and that's something else. Do you think younger generation can do that? Do you think they speak in movie innuendos?
Ron Jr. and I, that's all we do, man. Is we speak movieism. That's all it is.
I used to joke and say, if it wasn't for movies, I don't know if I could talk to people. And so
except the one they never get is they go, I smell gopher poontang.
License to kill gophers.
License to kill gophers. It's a Cinderella story.
He's like, it's at Augusta. Oh, he got a hold of that one.
Oh, shit. That's great.
Okay, my wife is watching. See what you did, Uncle Ken?
So there's
I'm ready to go to sleep now.
There's a good segue into stuff. We're talking about movieisms, and we were just talking about Bill Murray and Caddyshack. So what do you think, or what's your take on all of the stuff coming out about these older actors now, like Bill Murray, Chevy Chase, and all the innuendos of sexual inappropriateness and just being an asshole to deal with? And
I think it wasn't considered at the time because I don't think they were clearly defining what may have been what's being considered sexual inappropriateness today.
Yeah, I mean, you say, man, you look great today. Well, you're getting sued.
So that's a great point. I mean, what people may find offensive today, we just didn't find offensive back in the day.
No.
Now, it's funny. I had a guest on my show today, and and her name is Jonna Keel, and she's the head of the local BBB. And I left the door to the studio I work out of open, and I usually do close it, and I close it even when she's in there. But today, I left it open, and Jonna says, "Hey, Michael, you want to shut the door?" And I suddenly remembered when I would interview women for jobs, or I would have, their 90-day follow-ups, this kind of thing, their employee reviews. I would always leave my door open because I understood the risk of, he tried to touch me
once.
Because today you live in that world of once that finger's been pointed and that accusation is made, you are guilty.
Yep.
Until you can prove your innocence, but even then you're going to be guilty.
Yeah.
So, I think the problem is today people now look back and go, okay, well, based on today's definition of offensive.
Everything back then would have been
misconduct. But you're right. I mean, back then, 70s, even into the early to mid 80s.
In the early 90s, for that matter.
Some of the, there'd be a lot of people that should be in trouble. I think it's bullshit myself.
Mike, I agree, and you hit it right on the head. It's if you took 75% of the shit we did back when we were kids or young men versus what happens in today's day and age, 100% of it's not acceptable nowadays. I probably like you, and I know it's there, but sometimes you just, it's just, you're so used to being a certain way or saying or doing certain things because that's how you were raised and that's how life was. And now you can't even say, man, you're even to guys, hey, your hair looks nice today.
You can be taken to court for a simple thing as not addressing somebody by the pronoun they prefer.
Yeah, fuck that.
And I've always, ever since that happened, I tell people all the time, I challenge, and people that know me know this won't happen. I challenge you to take me to court on your fucking pronoun.
Like the guy on TikTok said, if I have to guess what you are, I'm not playing.
So anyway, don't take us down that rabbit hole, Mr. Rabbit Hole going downer guy.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I just watched that last week.
Dude, it's one of my favorite, probably one of my all-time. You know what my other favorite remake movie is? The Magnificent Seven with Denzel Washington.
Really?
Love it.
Because again, I'm a purist. I prefer the original.
Yeah, who was that? Was it the Yul Brynner?
Well, you had Yul Brynner, Ernest Borgnine.
Yeah, the original one, but yeah, dude, with Denzel Washington. Oh shit, can't remember his name. He's in Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway, he's in it. Great movie. Shit, drawing blanks on everybody right now.
It's because you're old and you had a beer.
Yeah, probably. But no, if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's a good remake.
All right. Well, I'll take your word for it. I'm just
Vincent D'Onofrio. He's in it. That's another one.
What else was he? I mean, I don't even know that name. Vincent D'Onofrio.
You don't know who Vincent D'Onofrio is?
No.
He was in one of the CSI series. He was in Men in Black. He was in the movie with Jennifer Aniston and again, I'm just pulling blanks out of my yin yang today. But Vincent D'Onofrio is great actor.
That's because you're getting old.
Yeah, thank you. Full Metal Jacket. He was the psycho Craigie Cuckoo in Full Metal Jacket.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, that was also 40 years ago.
Okay. So would he be the same guy that was in Super Troopers?
Was he in Super Troopers?
Yes. I have to tell me. So if you're saying he was the crazy psycho guy, was the one that played the Porky guy? The donut was found in his foot locker.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he was in Super Troopers.
Was he? Okay. So you do know Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah. Okay. I just.
So you lied to me. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm allowed to. I love
the honesty. Yeah.
I'm allowed to lie to people. I'm allowed to make shit up, and I'm allowed to shit and piss my pants.
And if you don't like it, go fuck yourself.
If you don't like it, yes. I wish I can remember what I was talking about.
Damn it, Bobby! What did I tell you about whacking in my shed?
Aren't you the guys that were off in my shed a whacking? Okay.
Did I see? Was it just me, or did I see somewhere that they're looking at remaking Back to the Future?
Boy, I don't know.
I could have swore I just saw a trailer for that.
I was going to say something bad about Michael J. Fox, and
Stop it! You'll go to hell. You're going to go to hell.
I should be taken out to that shed right now.
You're going to go to hell for even thinking it. You're going to hell.
All right. Well,
he's a saint.
We're almost at 40.
Are we really? Holy shit! Again, have we been on TikTok? It's like a wormhole.
That's going to be our goal now. Is okay. We want to move from Facebook and YouTube. We want to turn this shit into TikTok and see if we can just get you to waste about 40 minutes a day with us.
And then we're going to be TikTok famous.
There you go.
They would make that TikTok money.
I just want to make, look, I just want to get some of that influencer.
All right, look, here's the deal, Mike. Here's our challenge for the show. By the end of the year, I want to make $1. I just want to make any amount of money somehow. I don't know how the fuck we do it, but
all right. So there you go. Make $1.
So anybody that can help us with this, that knows how to be an influencer or how to make money on social media, let us know, because that's our challenge right now. It's got to make some money before the end of the year. I don't care what it is. It could be $1. I don't care.
All right.
Because you know what happens if you make $1?
You'll make another.
You make another.
And another. And the next thing you know,
and another one. And another one.
I can go get some more to drink.
Get jiggy with it.
Dean Martin told me.
Dean Martin.
He told me.
Where we went.
Everybody loves.
He's on. Look, Mike. He's on the balloon. right there.
He's going to float away. All right, got to run. I got a bebop bibbity bounce.
All right. Love you guys. See you next week.
Love you, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.